All right, we're recording. So, as you guys know, we have a super big goal that we're all pushing for next week, and I thought that we could bring some extra motivation to you guys. So, I asked Keyshawn to hop on here with us just to motivate you guys and inspire you guys to push for this goal because you all are so capable of it and you guys are seriously all so freaking close. So it's just like that extra oomph to hit that goal and lock it in and hold it for 6 weeks. So I'm super excited. I know that you guys have put in so much work already this year, and I can see all of you guys leveling up just watching your stories, seeing your posts, feeling your energy, and I absolutely love it. So I'm super excited for this call. So take it over, girl.
Thank you, y'all. How is it going? Happy hump day. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Keyshawn Grace, just for those of you that I don't know. I don't want to assume that you know who I am. I'm one of the Coach Business Development mentors here at corporate, and everyone has access to us. And we are essentially here to help you set goals. You typically understand what your personal goals are, so we help you figure out what the Beachbody goals are to be aligned to reach your personal goals, and then we help you reverse engineer and back into those. And the great thing is that you're on an amazing team, you're in an amazing organization, and so they're teaching you the foundations to reach these successes and your personal goals. But sometimes what works for them may not work for you, and that's okay. The beauty in this business is that there's not one right way to do things. And so the value that we bring is that we get to share what other organizations and what other teams and how other teams are approaching some of those same foundations that are proven to be true across the board regardless. So that's what we do. That's what I do. I'm a philanthropist, I'm an entrepreneur, and so I get it, and I'm so excited that you guys are collectively pushing for a goal. And as I kind of meditated on what I was going to talk about today, I was like, okay, so they're pushing for a goal, the goal is coming up, but man, I mean, this is to celebrate success and what you guys are doing and the lives you're impacting, but I wanted to come to this conversation today and bring 5 foundations for success that I'm finding other organizations, people who are reaching their desired goals are doing. And it is totally rooted in having a team goal, having something that you're pushing for. And so I'm excited to know that you guys are doing that and that it's happening soon in the next week. Boom. But what's next? And so today I'm talking about 5 tips for setting yourself up for massive success. This is what you guys are pushing for right now. That is an amazing first milestone in this journey that is going to be around for forever, y'all. We ain't going nowhere. And so this is an amazing first, like, boom, open the door. Here I am. I'm doing this thing. Like, boom. I'm so excited for you guys. But what's next? I want that the deep desires of your heart, the thing that's kind of scary, the thing that was you are made fun about because you're such a visionary. That thing, I want that thing to come true because I've seen it happen. I've seen what's possible. So the first tip that I have for you guys, I have 5. I'm going to try to make this really in 30 minutes. Let's see if I can do it. Is to have goals that are rooted in a better you. So as you're reaching these first benchmarks, this huge goal that you guys are doing individually that makes sense for the big team, we want to make sure that we don't begin to venture off of us. And so as we're setting goals and reaching goals, always make sure that they're rooted in a better you. And many of us started for this physical transformation and gotten amazing results both on the outside and on the inside. And at a certain point, something clicked and you saw that there was a chance for more. And one thing that you'll hear me say, probably like I'll get on your nerves because I believe it that much, is that we are ending trends. Plural. Like, we are ending the trend of obesity, but what you guys are realizing, what you guys are doing as you're pushing for your individual goals this week and beyond, as you're pushing for this team goal, you guys are on the front line of ending trends, starting with obesity, ending the trend of living paycheck to paycheck, which 7 out of 10 Americans do, ending the trend of loneliness, ending the trend of limiting beliefs and self-doubt and debt living. That's what you guys are on the front line of doing because you're working towards reaching this immediate goal, but also your long-term goals and that things that is in the deep depth of your heart that you desire. So rather you came in right away for that physical transformation, or maybe you didn't, we always want to make sure that we have a goal that's rooted in a better you. So start with getting your own results. Get them, share them openly. Continue to get them. Continue to get them. And I'm not talking about some major transformation, y'all. I'm talking about proving that this stuff works. And while you're in the process of getting those results over and over and over again in a way that's both internal and external, showing up consistently, period, and sharing what you're doing and why you're doing it, and inviting people to do it along with you, along your journey, or to hold you accountable. Do it on Instagram, do it on social media, but also do it in person. Show up and show what you're doing, show out, I call it, in person. And as you're building your network by getting your results and sharing those results and sharing you just holistically, and that you're fun and quirky and weird and that you like braids or whatever it is, that you're a dog mom, right? You will then begin to open the doors to transform lives holistically. And this is kind of on my heart to share. I don't know why I'm being tugged this way, but side note, I had a conversation with the top leader. And do I have any formal or current personal trainers on? No. Okay. I don't know why I'm led. So maybe they're going to listen to this playback, but know that in this business, we're going to have to put our blinders on often, because your goals may not be the same with what you hear most often are the goals. Your story may not be that rags to riches story. Maybe you didn't come in to not be homeless anymore. Whatever your story is, sometimes we have to put on our blinders, even with our goals. And when I say prove that this stuff works, a personal trainer, top coach, shared a story of how she was losing her voice because that's not why she got started. She didn't necessarily get started we're recording, so let me make sure I say what we do. Our programs are absolutely incredible. My mother's life has been changed. My best friend's life has been changed. We are changing lives. But she was feeling guilty because the way that she was sharing her business wasn't the way that Beachbody teaches how to share their business. And so what she had to realize, why did she come on? She came on for Shakeology. She came on for performance. And so as she finds joy in what her goals are and how to share what this opportunity is doing, she finds joy in sharing that is what works. And so you can share whatever works for you, whatever that may mean, but we just got to show that it works. We have to show, and we have to prove, and we have to show up every single day consistently. And so set your goals. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Why does that matter to you? Why is that necessary for you or for your family or for your future family? What are your personal goals? And make them audacious, but break them down into quarterly goals, into weekly goals. That way you can celebrate yourself along the way like you guys are doing. But now we're talking about what's next. I'm talking about let's dream big. I'm talking about let's not only dream big, but have the game plan to reach the next level. You guys are getting to this goal. It's going to happen. I'm speaking that baby into existence. I know that you guys have been working your butts off to get there. So I know it's going to happen, but what's next? We got to start thinking about that now. We got to start thinking about that right now. And I'll say that if your mission is aligned with ours to help people achieve their goals to live a healthy, fulfilling life, if your goal is to impact lives in a way that transcends beyond just health and fitness, in a way that allows you to reach more people in holistic ways, then a goal for you, a next step for you should be to end somewhere along the road to elite. Somewhere along the road to elite. I'm not here to push goals on you. And I know Virginia isn't either. And so I'm not going to say that elite should be your goal or premier should be your goal. But what I am saying is that if your mission is aligned, if your goals are rooted in impacting lives in a holistic way, then your goal should be to end somewhere along the road to elite. And the first benchmark, so a next goal could potentially be team builder. And as you're reaching diamond, that's a great first step. But team builder means that you are building a foundation for sustainable and lucrative growth. It means that you're impacting lives in a holistic way. It means that you're building a team. It means that you're doing it in a way that's going to last. And so that's why we want to reach team builder. No, I mean, you guys are already hitting diamonds. So like I said, I'm not here to crush goals, but I am here to stretch you. And so I'm here to say by the end of the quarter, that's just my personal challenge, y'all. Take it or leave it. But I think you can do it. Reach team builder by the end of this quarter. And that means diamond for 6 weeks. So holding diamond for 6 weeks. That means essentially helping 3 people every month on average. So maybe January you didn't help more than 2. That's okay. Let's get back in. It means an average of 3. We want to average Success Club 5. And it means helping 1 new coach to Emerald, which you guys are already doing, right? You did 2 because you pushed for diamond. And that means 1,000 team volume on your weak leg in 5 weeks. That's 200 a week, essentially. And just to make it clear, your weak leg is your leg with the least amount of volume. So on your home tab, on your home page, in your back office, in the volume tab, it'll show you your left, your right, your carryover volume. Whichever leg is the weakest at the time of cycling will be what's considered your weak leg, if yours are even or if they flip-flop. So 1,000 volume on the weak leg in 5 weeks, 200 a week. And that's just under about $100. So Beachbody doesn't necessarily guarantee income, but being a team builder, definitely being a team leader, but being a team builder kind of does, because of that weak leg volume. It allows us to begin to talk about those personal goals that you have for yourself that are rooted in a foundation of a better you. That are because we are impacting lives in a holistic way. And once we have those goals, we just get to work. We go through our basic training, and then we just get to work. And it's okay to be obsessed with this. And obsessed is not some negative word that means you're not being a good wife or a good mom or a good husband or a good ministry leader or a good worker at your job. That does not mean, you can be obsessed with this and still give 100% at those things and be good and great at all those things in a way that honors your values and honors who you want to be holistically. But we got to get to work, and really duplicating that is how we create that sustainability and how we go beyond this benchmark that you're about to reach. So the first is to have goals rooted in a better you and rooted in joy, personal to you and your why, and make sure that they are aligned with, and make sure that you know how Beachbody can be aligned with you reaching them. The second thing is belief through the fear, and use fear as a tailwind, not as a headwind. And I've heard it all. Fear of going all in is common. There's a fear of failure. There's a fear of success. There's a fear of saying the wrong thing or looking the wrong way. Or I went to school for all that time and they expect me to be that, but my heart is not there anymore. I can go on and on with the different fears. They're inevitable. And the difference between successful coaches and those people who aren't reaching their desired success those are the people who stop allowing what other people think about what they should be doing or who they should be hanging out with or being pushy or not being cute or failing. They don't fail themselves. They just believe through it. Your goals, are rooted in a foundation of a better you, that are based on impacting lives. And so you know that you're coming from the right place. So be that person. Be that team. As you reach these benchmarks, especially this first benchmark, you will begin to see that more and more of your warmer market will be kind of waiting for you to succeed. Hopefully they're rooting for us to succeed. Or to stop. Maybe you were that habitual quitter before. They're waiting for you to stop, or they're waiting for you to realize that you were crazy to do that thing. I don't know, but we have to believe through the fear and know that with our blinders on, what we have, and even though it may seem even crazy to us, this opportunity that we have is greater than all of that. Don't allow fear to get the best of us. And it's something that we'll work on every single day. We'll work on our belief every single day, no matter your success. And especially as you're reaching these first benchmarks and reaching these initial successes, I don't want you to think that, man, it clicks. I'm diamond now. I believe in myself more. It's something that we work on every single day, no matter the tenure, Million Club or not, Success Club, All-Star Legend or not, Elite Team or not. It's something that we'll have to work on. And a lot of times it's because we have to unlearn all these things that we thought we needed to know or that we were taught growing up. But because we're human beings and fear is inevitable, when it begins to creep up, ask yourself, are you doing a program completely full out as it's written? Are you doing PD? That it's exactly what you need at that moment. Maybe that means a seminar. Are you rooted in joy? Are you doing the things that brought you joy initially? Are you sharing your stories and talking about what you do and why you do and why you're doing it and life happening outside of just health and fitness? And are you continuing to invite people, even though you may have heard a few more no's yesterday? Are you inviting people in a way that you have defined consistency means for you? And as you're reaching these benchmarks, y'all, and becoming leaders in your own right, just know that you define consistency. And sometimes the fear is rooted in, I'm to be consistent in a way that Virginia has defined consistency, or Nicole has defined consistency. But maybe your definition of consistency means I'm going to show up every day, but I'm going to do my invites on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to do my follow-ups on Tuesday, Thursday, because that's what works better for me. And that allows me to honor my other commitments and be obsessed with this, but also be obsessed with living life and having joy. So are you inviting people to this? It's okay to be a masterpiece and a work in progress. And the top coaches are absolutely that. Masterpieces and work in progresses. We have to believe through the fear and just know that that thing that's in the depths of your soul, that thing that you know you want, you know you need, you know you can be, that thing is what leads us. So number 2 is believe through the fear. Number 3 is put yourself in the place of success potential. So just real quick, a few ways this month that you can put yourself in the place of success potential is by going all in with Team Cup. I mean, like, is everybody on a team? Is everybody on a team? Hopefully you guys. Okay. All right.
We're on a team together, all of them.
Okay, so perfect. You guys are going for this goal together. Run through the finish line. Run through this finish line that ends next week. Run through this finish line that ends at the end of this month. Run through the finish line that ends at the end of your year, at your daily routine of growing your business, of loving on your people. Like, put yourself in the place of success potential by going all in and running through that baby. And then lock in Team Builder by the end of this quarter. And you can also use the launch of Ultimate Portion Fix and Energize to catapult yourselves there. Like, be excited about those things. If you're not so much excited, go find some things to be excited about in them. Ultimate Portion Fix, is really going to be a huge change for us in our nutrition tab. And it's a great way for us to change more people's lives and to produce more volume. Put yourself in the place of success potential. Be consistent with your 4 vital behaviors. That's number 4. And number 5 is keep going. Less learning, more action. As you're reaching these initial benchmarks, you're going to be like, okay, now I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm supposed to know that. Y'all, yes, when you get to something that you don't know, go figure it out. Chances are it's there, but then write down what you're doing. Give yourself a time limit and then stop. Do not get trapped in that rabbit hole that's training, in that rabbit hole that keeps some people stagnant from doing the things. And once you get to this first huge benchmark in your business, you're going to have a lot of these times where you're like, well, what she's doing over there seems to be really working for her. Maybe I should go change it. Don't. Unless what you're doing is no longer serving you or working well. Because this is a business, like most businesses, where we are figuring out what works, we find out what works, and then it may not work anymore. And then we have to go do that again. We have to go figure out what works, work it till it doesn't work, and then go figure it out again. So just know that when that comes, you can be forward thinking and training on it, but you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. And as you reach this first benchmark, don't start thinking that what you are doing is not working anymore. Keep doing what you're doing. Less learning, more action. So, I think that that's all I got for you guys. But the last thing I want to share is you guys got it. I mean, I have seen what you all are doing as a team. Virginia and I have talked about you guys, and I know that you are rooted in a mission to impact lives in a holistic way. And I'm so excited that you guys have found each other, Talk about ending the trend of loneliness to lift each other up and to uplift each other up as you're pushing for this first huge Beachbody goal that is just going to help you reach your personal goals. That's what this is all about. That's the reason why you guys are linking arms and doing this together. So go after it this week, go after it next week, go after it the end of February, go after it daily, and let's be that person. So those last 5 tips, again, for the foundation for success, backwards, less learning, more action. We got to keep going. Once you reach diamond, once you reach team builder, when you get into contact with something you don't know, okay, let's go figure it out, but keep going. Do not get trapped in the vicious tornado of training. 4, be consistent with your 4 vital behaviors. Showing up is half the battle. I mean, showing up and doing that Success Club tracker system, doing it daily, or a tracking system that makes sense for you. We want you to duplicate having a tracking system. We want you to duplicate one that works for you. Now, the Success Club tracker system works for many, but it may not work for you. But just have a tracking system, and do it every single day. Show up every single day, and do it in a way where you're bringing on at least one business building coach every single month. At least one. You guys are reaching this benchmark, so I really challenge you to 2 to 3. And 2 to 3 is what will absolutely set you up to be elite coaches and lead elite teams and beyond. Number 3, put yourself in the place of success potential. Your success is not defined by a rank, but it is defined by the activities that you do daily. It's defined by the oomph that you put as you guys are pushing towards these goals. It's defined by your willingness to push through your daily finish lines and your weekly finish lines and your monthly and quarterly and so on finish lines. It's defined by the lives that we impact. And we have a way this month and things that we can leverage today to help us do that, to help us put us in a place of life impact potential in order to impact our own. And number 2, believe through the fear. Maybe this is never what you thought that you would be doing. Maybe people are talking crap about you. Maybe people are rooting you on, and that's amazing. But regardless of what's being told outside of you, what you're telling yourself, we got to believe through the fear, because we have amazing top coaches who are doctors and who have great careers and who are serial entrepreneurs, but these people are no different than anybody. Like, if they can do it, so can you. And if they can go against the grain and what society's definition of what success should look like, then so can you. And a lot of times it's because they believe through the fear every single day, and they work on their own personal belief every single day. And more than all of that, having a goal that's rooted in a better you. That's rooted starting with you every single day in a way that you're working on yourself harder than anything else. Because if you are working on yourself and sharing that and inviting people and helping them get results, then you will reach your goals. And proof will be in this first step next week, and proof will be in what you do at the end of every day, and at the end of every week, and at the end of every month, and what you do in 2018. So, y'all got this.
Yes, that was so good. I had goosebumps. Woo!
I kind of tearing up a little bit. I'm like, I need some tissue.
You brought the heat. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. And I know I could see their smiles and they're all like, yes, yes, as you were talking. So that was amazing. Do you guys have any questions for Keyshawn at all? Anything? No?
Okay. That was amazing. It helped me push through my workout because I was like, yes, you can do this.
I love it.
That is awesome. Okay, thank you so much for taking time out of your night to hop on here with us. That is exactly what we needed to push through for this next week here. And yeah, I just truly appreciate you hopping on with us, taking the time out of your day to give us some fire and some motivation. So thank you so much. Ladies, stay on for a couple minutes. We'll have a little chat while Keyshawn hops off. And yeah.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wait, boomerang, guys. Boomerang.
Well, we'll do a boomerang. I'll send you mine too. I took one while she was talking.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I'll send you that one. I'll send you all that. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, it was.
Like, she had me like, ooh, I gotta believe more. She was so good though. How are you guys all doing? Where are you guys all at for Success Club right now? And coaches this month?
Success Club 2, 1 coach, a bajillion conversations, trying to get them to the final step of sending the cart. Just getting them to answer the questions.
Gotcha. I've found for me, so I had some people ghosting. I had this one girl, I did a call with her and she was like, oh, I could sell like dog food, blah, blah, blah. Like she was like, I'm going to do this. And then she like ghosted me and I sent 2 messages and then I sent a voice note yesterday. She replied to the voice note. I was like, hey girl, like just tell me what's going on. Like, I just want to make sure you're okay and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, hey, yeah, a lot going on. We're just going to move. So I think I'm going to sign up after that. So sometimes the voice note like gets them to reply. So if they haven't responded to messages, try sending voice notes if you haven't yet, Alex.
Yeah, for sure. I'll try that too.
Yes, and I saw Melina said she's at Success Club 2 and 1 new coach. Yes, I saw that. She only needs an emerald and then she will be diamond. Hell. Yeah. And her 1 coach, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys saw my story I shared. She's a dentist and she's like down like 22 pounds since like January 1st. 22.
Wow.
Insane. And she got 2,000 likes on her freaking post. I messaged her. I was like, what? I've never had that many likes. Sean T shared her progress photos on his story. And I was like, so hyped for her. I don't even know her. This is Melina's coach. It's so awesome. Crazy what can happen though. So encourage those people to share their progress pics. Awesome. Do you guys have any questions or anything, concerns, anything that's working for you?
I was just going to remind everyone to really post to your team pages or to your individual coaches who already have someone under them, or maybe they don't have anyone under them, just like a quick post or a text about the benefits of becoming an Emerald coach, and just really push our coaches to become Emeralds. So number 1, we build a solid diamond, and then number 2, we can get these points up for Team Cup.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear have you guys seen in the Dynasty Diamond Surge group the videos that they've been posting this week? Have you guys watched those? Okay, yeah. Okay, so one of them, or I think yesterday, she was talking about how to get your coaches to Emerald, and not just like your coaches, but their coaches as well. She was giving a whole bunch of tips. So you guys should definitely check that out because it was awesome information and things that sometimes you don't think about, but you can definitely use to your advantage if you're trying to build or get to a goal.
Nice. Who did that one, Nicole? What was her name?
I don't remember her name. She did it yesterday. I'll tag you guys. I'll tag all of you guys in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a really, really, really good video. She had like 7 tips of how to get your coaches to Emerald or other coaches. So it was really, really good.
Awesome. Yeah. And one thing I learned at leadership I don't think I mentioned this to you guys yet, but I'll send you a picture in our group chat as well. Allie talked about when you do a new coach call, like go over number one, the coach 30 plan or whatever, the email that they get them to do that. Number 2, talk about Success Club 5, number 3, Emerald, and then number 4, Diamond in 60 to 90 days. So that's what I did this morning on my call. And like, I just felt like it's a good way to get their mind like aiming for these goals instead of like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Like sometimes I've done that in the past, which is totally fine because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. But it was really nice to come in with a plan. I'm like, okay, boom, boom, boom. I told her to grab like a pen and paper, write this down. These are your goals. This is what you're going to aim towards. And I felt like, I don't know, it felt good. And she's like, okay, awesome. Like, I'm ready. I'm like, this is what's going to help you build a solid business. And especially for her, she wants to like really make an income with it. So if they're really wanting to be a business builder coach, definitely bring that up. And that girl signed up yesterday and I read her form she did for me. And she said like, she's struggling financially. She wants this to really work. So I was like, okay, let's hop on a call tomorrow. And then boom, 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 went through all those goals. So we'll see how it works. But I think it's a really good thing. And Allie Tessitore was the one who talked about this. And last year, she hit 15-star last December, or 2 years ago. And in January, she fell to 1-star. And she was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Blah, blah, blah. And then she got back up to like, I think she said she got 17 new diamonds last year. And it was because when she signed them up, she said instead of having like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Because she used to do that. She's like, I went in with a plan and got them like goal oriented. Like, okay, this is what you're going to do with your business. And so I'm going to follow her lead. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it works. I don't know. I'll send you guys the picture though, so that you can have it when you do, if you do a new coach call coming up at all. And I know Alex, you've been doing calls and stuff with your girls, which is really good. And Megan too. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Oh, we're still recording. Sweet.
Saturday morning, guys.
Saturday morning. Should we do this weekend?
Like a power hour or whatever.
Let me see what I have on Saturday. Yeah, we could do. What time did we do last time? We did
It was like
7 a.m. 7. Nicole, what time was it your time? Was it 8 or 9 or 10?
I think it was 8 my time. But I have to go show houses on Saturday, so you guys can plan it for whatever time works for you guys. I probably won't be able to get on unless it's like super early, but then that would be like way too early for you guys.
Alex, what time did you guys did one anyways this last weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, Saturday.
But it was a little bit later, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 10 Eastern time, so it was like
8 our time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we could aim for 8 and just whoever hops on, awesome. I can give you my login too, Alex, if you want, so that it's an hour. I think you have the free one. Do you? Yeah, I'll send you my login so you can use mine and start it. Jimmy gets home tonight. I can probably hop on Saturday, but not 100% sure yet, depending on what we're going to do. But that's a good idea. So keep pushing, you guys. Invite like crazy to coaching, follow up like crazy to coaching, and check in with inactive people. Just do all the things, take all the action. Don't second guess yourself. Don't scroll on freaking Facebook. Don't scroll on Instagram. Just get to work, be productive, do the things, and it's going to happen. So have a awesome night, you guys. Oh, Nicole, you got a question?
Yeah, well, I was going to tell you guys, did you see also, Jen and I are success partners, Jen Dobson. So she's like always tagging me and stuff. In the Dynasty Diamond group, if you get 100 no's in the next 5 days, 100 no's, okay, only no's, you can be entered in to win a $125 Nike gift card. So they have like a scorecard for you. So you guys, I sent 100 invites today for coaching. I've already gotten those, of course, but so I have to keep sending more to get 100 no's though. So you keep track on your scorecard, you submit it in the next 5 days, and then you get entered in to win that $125 Nike gift card. So guys, go for that too.
Love it.
Hey, Gus.
And also, a lot of people just don't answer, so it'll push you to keep sending invites to try to get a no.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's awesome. And honestly, you guys, when they're saying no or they're ignoring you, don't even take offense to it. That is planting a seed. You guys, Melina and I talked for freaking 3 years, I swear. Nicole and I, like a year. Alex knew I did this for like 2 years. Megan, I was just lucky because she kind of talked to somebody else and got referred to me. So thank you to my friend that referred her to me. But usually, like, it takes like a year or two to get them to sign up as a coach. Like, you'll find those lucky people that, like me with Morgan, I signed up after 2 weeks and I asked her, I was like, hey, I think I want to be a coach. So I was like a rare gem, but for the majority, it's like they take a couple months for sure to come around. So all of those 100 invites that you're sending, those are seeds planted that are going to sprout throughout the year. And it's going to make you guys go on to 1 star and 2 star and 3 star and 4 star and 5 star, all the way up to 15 star. I have no doubt. So awesome, you guys. Okay. I'm going to end the recording and you guys have an awesome night. And I'll talk to you in our group chat. Okay?
Yeah, send that to us, Jen.
Have a good,
Yes, I will.
have a good time with Jenny.
Yay!
Hey.
I'm supposed to be here soon. Yay!
Okay. Bye, guys.